So you go first or I go first?
What is this shit poking? All right. Yuuurrr. Hi, friends. Welcome back. What was the yuuurrr? You don't just remix the yuuurrr. Anywho, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I post.
Tell me how to yuuurrr.
If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I posted a Q&A life update. Ask me whatever you want. So my mother is going to ask the questions, and I'm going to try to... Why are you standing, Ma? Come on.
Feeling myself right now.
This is going to be a long video.
Feeling myself.
Can I get to the intro? But we didn't even get to the questions yet.
Hi, friends.
My mother's going to ask me the questions, and at some point I'll answer them.
Answer them? What's that? At some point she will answer them. Answer them.
Y'all better enjoy this. This might be the last time I ever see my mother on my channel. So enjoy this. Enjoy this while it's here. Because
don't threaten me.
Before we get into it, be sure to like the video, comment, subscribe. If there are any questions that weren't answered during this, sound off down below. We'll come back and do a part 2, but I'll have somebody else ask me the questions. Ma, do not be showing people business on the screen.
That was a...
You don't know what the internet is capable of. This woman and does it again. Jesus Christ.
So we just gonna get into it?
Yes.
Okay, so the first question. Do you feel famous? How's dating's been since... Oh, I can't see this. Do you feel famous? Question. How's dating's...
That's 3 questions in one.
Right, so I can't read it because the first one... Okay, you got it. Do you feel famous? How's dating? What's next?
Do I feel famous? No. Not at all. I feel like I have popularity, but I don't think that I'm famous. If I was famous, I would have security, and I still roam the streets of New York by myself. I don't feel famous. I just feel like I'm popular.
Right.
I don't feel
Because
famous.
what's the definition of fame?
Rich.
Do you equate fame with money?
Yes. I'm broke.
Not really. Because there's fame and there's infamy.
No.
There's people famous for the wrong things.
No.
And being broke is part of the fame as well.
No. I feel popular. I don't feel famous. I feel popular. No, dating is fine.
It's still crap no matter what.
No, I feel like the best thing for me as far as dating is to have a private life. Not a secret, but private.
What's next?
I have no idea. Being completely transparent, I have no idea what's next.
What would you like to be the next thing?
I want to do a reality TV show, but like more of a competition. Even though The Circle was technically a competition show, but something like where I'm interacting with people face to face, not like behind a closed apartment. Like The Mole, Big Brother.
I'm not familiar with these shows, so I wouldn't even know.
Big Brother. Whatever. Let's see. Right now,
I watch sports.
Right now, I'm enjoying the peace and quiet.
How's life been since after that? How's life? Why can't I read today? How life has been after winning The Circle, and what's the next plans? Again, the same questions.
After The Circle, but people don't realize that The Circle was filmed so long ago, so I've kind of been living with this secret for well over a year. It's just now that I could talk about it freely, which is a relief. So if people ask me questions about it, I can speak about it without worrying about breaking my NDA.
The Circle happened a long time ago, and being able to watch it finally was another experience, but you were already being recognized for your social media platform.
Yeah, no, it's different. 2 different
So
things.
now The Circle introduced you to a whole nother audience.
Yeah.
So where do you think your audience is mostly concentrated now?
Still my social medias. Because now the people who were introduced to me through The Circle are going back and watching videos on my TikTok from like years ago. So still TikTok. If I don't post on TikTok, people will DM me and ask me where the hell am I.
What foundation would you donate money to?
In all honesty, anything that helps kids, anything that helps children who are in need, anything that helps, like, these kids who, don't have the means to even get, like, decent supplies for school and meals, anything that helps kids. I feel like if you're an adult and you're struggling, you're an adult, you could figure it out, but, like, these kids are helpless. Anything that'll help a child.
Not a rude question that I'm not going to read.
Read the there's supposed to be no holds barred.
How much your ass loves me? Do you know this person?
That is Doris.
Oh, wow. I can't read. I cannot see that.
Doris, I love you.
The type of men you like. What turns you on? Any fetishes? I don't know if I want to hear this. Mine, if he has a fetish. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's all in your business. That's a lot of in your business.
All right, but
it's early.
Ma!
Go ahead.
That's 17 questions in one.
They want to know. Type of man. What turns you on? Do you have a fetish? Must he have a fetish? There it is. Boom, bang.
Hygiene. Hygiene. Man or woman. I don't mess with nobody stinky. Have to be respectful. And I don't like... The fetish question is very
because there's
random.
like fetishes that you could accept, like, okay, so you...
No, like, if you got like
once in a while you want to put on a skirt, but then there's fetishes like, oh, you want to be beaten with noodles. That's
If you got like a BDSM kink, I can get jiggy with that. You can give me a little rib shot.
No.
But I can't get jiggy with like the whole dressing up as a furry and you want to like role play and I'm like a zookeeper.
You have your own adult pacifier.
I can't get jiggy with that.
No.
Like, if you want to tap my temple, I'm here for it.
Next question. Who or what inspired you exactly to apply for the circle? Go ahead.
So, I never watched The Circle before being on the show. I've never saw The Circle, didn't know what The Circle was. I heard of it in passing. Like, I know a few people who watched it and I've, heard them discussing it, but I never watched the series myself. I got an email one day saying that they were casting for this show and I was like, oh, okay. I submitted it's a written application form, like a job application, and then there's a 1-minute video that you're supposed to submit. I went over the time that was allowed for the 1-minute video. I think I went over like 10 seconds. And when I sent it, I didn't think anything of it. I'm lying. I'm leaving out a piece. Before I filled out the application, I called my cousin Casey. I was like, hey, have you ever heard of the show called The Circle? She's like, yeah, watch this on Netflix.
You talk really fast.
Hello, they know that already, Ma.
Hey, have you heard of this show called The Circle? Kiki. She's like, yeah, why? I'm like, I think they want me to audition for it. She's like, yeah, do it, girl, do it. I did it. I submitted it. When I watched the show after it, I was like, what the hell did I sign up for? I had no idea what I was signing up for. But again, I didn't believe I would get on it. I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. And then the phone call started to happen. And it was like, oh, shit, this is happening.
What was your longest relationship?
7 years.
Who was that? For real?
Yes.
I stopped counting at 5.
Yeah.
Are you single? Ooh la la.
No.
In your business.
No.
How freaky are you? Again. Be in none of this. In none of this.
But my thing is, like, you had all the questions to ask me.
None of this.
You had all the questions in the world to ask me, and that was the one you chose. You said, I need to know this. I'm a saint. I'm a schmergen.
How are you, Drogo, and the family?
Drogo's perfection. He is a good boy. He has strawberries for breakfast today.
He's getting very expensive.
The family's fine. My mother's still here, getting under my skin as usual. Grandma Sila's great. Everybody's good.
This is one of my faves. I love this question. Do you still keep in touch with the Circle cast?
Yes. Once the show stopped filming and we all returned back like to our homes, we weren't allowed to be friends publicly. We couldn't be friends on social media. So literally, me, Chaz, and Raven made a group chat and we spoke in it daily, damn near for a year and a half before the show.
I don't understand that.
What do you mean?
Like, not being able to communicate between each other during the non-disclosure period.
You can speak to each other, but you can't be publicly speaking to each other. I just said, what are you not getting? We couldn't be friends on social media. We could speak to each other behind the scenes, but we couldn't be friends on social media.
Right. If as long as you didn't make reference to the show, why not?
Because
Temptation?
think about it. No, because people can piece things together.
You're not supposed to be friends if you're not friends on screen. Slow. I'm sorry, I'm slow. I'm old. I didn't get that part.
Raven, Chaz, and I remained in contact. We spoke all the time. Everyone else we wouldn't speak to as frequently, but I had no bad blood with anyone. I speak to Xanthi a lot. Like, these are my friends. Now that I don't have to have sneaky link friendships with them, we speak on like social media all the time. I'm always reposting people.
Okay, one person wants to know your phone number. Haha.
911.
This is a good one. If you could live anywhere else in the world, where would it be and why?
A cabin in the woods.
What?
A cabin in the woods.
With the Jasons and the
I
cuco
enjoy,
and the ching, the creatures,
I enjoy
and the
peace
outhouse
and quiet. I want peace and quiet. I want to be far away from everything. I want to live in solitude.
You can't get that from a penthouse.
Absolutely not, because you would know my address. Right,
Don't
Lala?
you have like security and door people?
No.
It's like, no, senora, you can't go upstairs. I'm sorry.
No, and you.
Your picture's on the receptionist desk.
No.
Do not allow.
I want to
Do
live
not
in
grant access.
I want to live in a small town. I want to be out of the city.
Small town where nobody. Okay.
Put me in McMuffinville, Virginia. I don't care. I want to be in a small town. I want to be away from everybody.
There is no such place in America.
Ma, they exist, Ma. They exist. Live Oak, Florida is one of those places.
Used
They
to be.
exist. It still is. How you gonna argue with me about solitude?
You can keep it live on Florida. Do you and your husband still talk?
Me and Gubby speak all the time. I just spoke to him yesterday, and he's doing really, really well.
I love him.
He just finished nursing school. Congratulations, Gubby.
You did that. You did that. Okay, interesting. Are you dating a girl?
You writing a book? Who the fuck?
I'm not making it up right there. See, you speak English?
How she got that? Who told her
In
that?
very simple 2-syllable words for you,
Who
hunty.
told her that?
In her business. All in her business. We're not even going to look at your profile to see what you about.
She's home. She's married to a whole woman. To answer your question, again. A lot of people will sit there and say things like, "Oh, well, you don't post your partner. You don't post this. You don't post that." Understand something. I already share about 95% of my life with y'all. No holds barred. You guys know everything. There are certain
They
things.
want more.
No,
It's too much.
There are
It's too
certain
much.
things that I should be able
It's
to
too
keep
much.
to myself.
It's too much.
Private, not secret. I value my privacy.
Those who need to know.
Exactly. That's it.
How do you love yourself?
Like how
I'll smack you to the.
Ooh, what does that
It's
mean?
lent. I don't know when you're gonna put this up, but it's still lent for me.
What does that mean?
And I will tell you that.
What is the context of the question?
There's no segue. There's no other. That's it. So let's just keep it.
See, you read it wrong. How to love yourself. You asked me, how do you love yourself?
Okay, you mean okay. Keep it PG. Go ahead.
How to love yourself?
Bubble bath.
Stop caring. The minute you disregard, I feel like I became more happy once I started to just block out negative anything. I am somebody who, I'm not an optimistic person. I don't think everything is glitter and rainbows, but I'm also not someone who just always looks for the bad in things. And the minute I just cut people off and stop giving a shit about what they had to say, everything else just fell into place. I stopped questioning, oh, should I wear this? Is so-and-so going to like it? No, I dressed for me. I put my makeup on for me. I listen to whatever music I want to listen to for me. Anything I do is for me.
Would you say that having the right support system helped you in that process of self-discovery and my way kind of...
Yeah, the verbal abuse that I endure from my mother on a consistent basis.
That is such a lie.
Help me.
What? Okay, did they let you order Uber Eats or watch TV where you was on the circle, when you was on the circle?
So, to answer that question, in the game, right? So, I think we were because in the apartment there's no clock, radio time, calendar, like you don't know. You're just there, especially if you're somebody who started from the starting 8, me, and stayed to the very end. So you do lose track. I was trying to keep track through my sister's birthday. I'm like, okay, her birthday's the 3rd. I went in on the 7th. Okay, but eventually it's hard to keep up with. We did get a down day. So on the down day, I was allowed to wash my hair because I was telling them, like, hey, I want to wear my hair curly. They were like, no, for the continuity of the show, we can't have you go from straight to curly because then it's going to mess up the time lapse in which they film. So I was like, okay, will I have a day to like blow dry my hair and wash it because it was greasy?
Wait. You didn't have a clock.
Yeah. No clock, no radio, no
What was
TV,
the logic
no
in
phone.
that? Well, I could understand radio because you're getting, outside information, but
Sometimes
a
we would
clock?
film because sometimes we would film for up to 12 hours a day. Sometimes
so they didn't want you to know that you were being abused?
No, but they told you know what you signed up for. They're very transparent. They tell me, listen, they're going to be long filming days and short filming days. There might be days where they don't need me at all when there's controversy happening amongst other players, but I still need to be available just in case. On the down day that we did have, I was allowed to order takeout. So I didn't have to cook my meal because in the game you have to cook all of your meals. And I just wanted a greasy cheeseburger and fries, so I ordered 5 guys.
Next question. Aries and Sagittarius are compatible. Represent Queens. You was raised out in Brooklyn.
That's the Pooja.
Yeah, I guess so.
Have I ever dealt with a Sagittarius? I don't think I've ever dated a Sagittarius.
I did. Biggest mistake of my life.
I've never dealt with a Sagittarius.
I'm sorry. Shout out to the surges that know what they're doing.
I did the Capricorn. Never again.
I didn't get that one.
Cancer. Never again. Who else?
Just stay by yourself. Just date this pillow. Sam, hard face. Go. How did your love for sneakers start? who got you into it? I know you're gonna say your pappy.
Yeah, my father. So my pops got me into sneakers when I was very, very, very young. It's funny because we were just in Foot Locker and I saw the Reeboks and I was like, oh my god, nostalgia, because I remember being in pre-K and having all of the, what is that silhouette of Reebok called?
High top. I don't know. I always associate it with aerobics.
Whatever. Well, it has the straps.
The jeans on the Reebok.
I'll insert a picture of them at some point here. You'll see it so you have an idea. And I remember being young and him getting me every color.
All the
yellow,
pastels.
baby blue. And I just remember them being so fly
Peach.
and matching them with my Benetton shirts. And just, it was so cute. So then as I got older, the way my father would reward me for like either doing good in school or, you know, just being a good kid. Oh, you want some kicks? You want some sneakers? Like, all right, we go get you sneakers. I would never complain. In high school, I had a big sneaker collection. I just always loved sneakers.
Never bought one pair at a time. Never. It had to be two.
Yeah. Do you like femmes or studs?
Yeah, I couldn't even. Yeah, you go ahead with that. I'll just sit here quietly.
When I first started to dibble dabble in vagina, I very much was a femme girl. I liked girly girls. Like, oh my god, let's go do our nails together. I never dated a quote unquote stud up until, wow, y'all in my business. I like my stem. I'm gonna put it like that. Stem is a stud in a femme.
Did you move out of BK also? How good was this money?
Did I move out of BK yet? No. I don't think I'm going to be leaving Brooklyn for like another year. I'm not one of those people who like to rush into anything. I'm okay where I'm at. I love my apartment. I'm in a great location. I'm perfectly fine. I could film here without being...
She's obsessed with being close to me.
Never. I am happy with the location. It's quiet.
Isn't that right, baby?
Hello! Can I answer the questions? In my old apartment, if you've been watching my YouTube channel for a very long time, you'll know that my main complaint was the motorcycles and the outside noise. I couldn't... Loved my old apartment, hated the neighborhood. Here, I love my apartment because of the space as well as it's quiet. With the exception of...
What's your biggest goal other than taking care of your mama and your grandma? What are your dreams?
It may sound cheesy. I am somebody who's not crazy about being in front of the camera. I like to play the cut a lot. I don't know what's in store for me. I've gotten a lot of like offers like I should do reality TV again. I should have a podcast. Hold on.
What? The entire...
I tripped.
What?
I hurt my knee.
What?
Hello, y'all bitches better shut up. Oh shit, my knee.
Did you really just fall?
Hell yeah, bitch, that shit hurt.
Wait. I don't want to cough. I'm still getting...
Lala, I almost bust my...
Did she really just fall?
Yes, baby.
Wait.
My knees is... Bitch ass. Lala, when I tell you all I can think about... You're not listening.
Well,
I was thinking about...
your knee.
Both of them.
Your bookie was...
I went down my whole ass. Look at my drawers. Lala, I just want to say, you ain't even try to help me up.
And, yo...
What the hell was the question?
Fell in slow motion.
Aquafina, shut up!
Serious time. This is a serious one.
My damn knees is gonna be bruised like
Let
a
me
bitch.
know when you're ready.
I bust my ass.
Next question. Would you be with a guy that loves hard and cooks amazing but has bad anxiety? LOL. Been with some... Sorry. You've been with some emotionally inept boys before.
Because I'm a damn nurturer.
I can't even call them
I'm
men.
Idiot. It depends.
What anxiety? You can't come to the hood and visit me? Like, what kind of...
I gotta...
You hear sounds and you get all...
That's a little tough to... That's tough. I would... It depends. I think everything has its own... Like, every circumstance is different and unique. It really depends. I've loved...
Can I be a shithead?
And say what?
If he's like beautiful and his stroke is lovely, then we're gonna go get a professional and we're gonna help you with your anxiety.
That's
and I'm
you.
gonna keep...
Some things I can look past. Some things is like... Once your anxiety starts to transfer over to me and I start getting anxious because of your anxiety, then I can't do it.
Because your anxiety and his anxiety is already over limit.
We both can't
be tripping. Are you more into women than men? Since you have like, I don't know, flip a coin.
That is not what it is.
You're in love with love. You are a treat me right, I'll treat you better type of person.
I am someone who I'm gonna stay where I'm valued. I'm gonna stay where I'm valued and I'm gonna stay where I'm treated well. Matter of fact, perfect example. If you lined up all of my serious relationships, right? Everyone I've ever
First,
been
we
with.
would have to break down which ones you considered serious, because I was not going to give you the same count.
Whatever. None of them physically favor each other at all. None of them look alike. None
Not
of
at
them.
all,
Not
no.
same ethnicity,
No.
race, height, nothing.
Fair weather lover. Yes.
I am someone who doesn't necessarily have a physical type. Like, oh my God, my man has to be tall, dark, and handsome. My woman has to be boom, 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 boom. No. I am attracted to chemistry. You have to stimulate my mind, and then we go from there.
What are your must-haves in a relationship? That's my question. What are your absolute non-negotiable must-haves? Non-negotiable.
Respect, consistency, and effort.
Consistency in, because that could be consistency
everything.
in effort.
Consistency in everything across the board. You can't be good to me one day and then treat me like shit the rest of the week. No, I need consistency. I need somebody who's, willing to see their errors and, progress.
How do you not give so much so fast to someone as not to get used? Used in quotation. This person's going through it. Say no, stop, pause. Para eso inquieto.
I've been in situations where I've given too much too quickly and it bit me in the ass multiple times.
We all did. Unfortunately, we all did.
And then I met someone who was giving to me, and because I was already so damaged from previous relationships, I was extremely guarded. And I felt like it hindered the beginning of our relationship. So I would say use your judgment. Use your better judgment. If you don't have to give it all, but you also don't have to close off.
Everybody's going through something at some point, and their capacities and their tolerance are all different.
Mm-hmm.
But here's my rule of thumb. Where's the reciprocity? Where's the give back? Where's the, okay, I give, and in return, I feel special because am I being loved? Am I being heard? Am I being hugged? Am I being whatever it is that makes me, it puts me in a place where now, yeah, I feel like I'm in the right place, I'm doing the right thing because I get back as well. It doesn't have to be material, but this person tells me they love me without me having to say it first. It could be something as simple as that. But in terms of give, as you don't feel used when you feel like something is coming back your way to encourage you. That's all I got to say about that. Damn, I went on forever. Because
are you single? Because love to change that, being your better half.
I read it the same way.
You read it as if every word had a period.
I read it as if I need glasses.
She read it like this. I am not single.
You're not single.
I'm not single.
Does everybody know that?
They know now.
What's next for Sam? We talked about that. But if you talked about it very generally, but if you had a magic wand specifically and someone said, you know what, I got this much money to invest, what's the plan?
So a lot of times people will just assume that because I'm witty and I'm quick that I should be a comedian, like do stand-up. I don't think that's the path for me. I think I'm more of an on-the-fly funny gal. So like if I had a reality show where people just followed me on my day-to-day, I feel like that would be better. Like just let me be my organic self and it wouldn't feel forced. That right there would be absolutely great. Overall, I would love to have sponsorships with like Nike, for like anything that's sneaker, urban, streetwear related, because that's like my thing. A lot of people ask me if I want to do a makeup line. I have no desire in making a makeup line, but I love reviewing makeup products. I love trying it on and playing with it. But making a line myself, no, it's okay.
When are we going on a date? Cool flicks. Next question. How's Mom and Granny? I love y'all relationship.
They're good. They both drive me crazy.
You might want to clear something up because there's still people that don't understand that Saida is not my mom. I love her. She's my in-law. She's my only elder now, but Saida's not my mother.
Saida is my father's mother.
How did you feel about winning the circle? Also, someone else wanted to know, and I'm pretty sure you'll find it in here. What have you bought yourself? What did you splurge? Did you treat yourself? Did you feel like maybe I shouldn't? I should be careful.
I paid my credit card debts.
That was
That's
adulting, a big grown-up moment.
I took care of my credit card debts, and that's it. I'm not buying anything crazy. Like I'm in my apartment. I make my home. Matter of fact, I bought a couch.
That was an adult purchase. That was a big girl purchase.
I don't. People would think that I sit here and I splurge on sneakers. I've gone into plenty of sneaker stores and left empty-handed. I don't buy sneakers just say, "Oh, I have them." Like if I'm gonna wear them, I'll buy them. To win the game, I didn't think I was gonna win at all. Not until Chaz tapped my leg and told me that Michelle said my name. I did not think I was winning that game.
You don't really have a lot of negative anything to say about the show, but there's no way you're going to have me believe that in 8 weeks everything was just peaches and creams. There had to be, outside of the isolation, because I know you had a problem with the isolation because it was so severe. Again, the filming was still during the heightened level of COVID. But you mean to tell me, like, you wouldn't have changed anything?
No.
Anything?
No. Nothing. They were good to me. The people who are involved with the show were absolutely incredible to me. I didn't have a need or a want. Anything that I needed or wanted, they took care of it. They accommodated me beyond measure.
And you don't feel that it was unfair because there were other people that actually had someone in the apartment with them? I won't mention them, but there were other situations where they weren't alone, and that could have been seen as an advantage?
No, not necessarily. If anything, I feel like my takeaway is that I used to be one of those people who didn't want to be by myself, and now I love being alone. I thrive when I'm in this apartment by myself.
But why? What changed that dynamic of being
it eliminated
the popular
that
girl, always with people around, to
No.
I need a break?
No, it eliminated that sense of I guess I had a sense of dependency that I needed to be around people all the time. But now that I share my life on social media and I'm constantly interacting via these platforms, like, no, I enjoy being by myself. I love being in my house. I love being by myself.
How has the circle changed your life, positive or negative?
I would say positive because, there are people who will probably never come across my platforms ever if it was up to their own devices. Like, I wouldn't pop up on someone's FYP or Explorer page. And so for me to be introduced to them on the circle on a whole different scale, like to see me outside of 2-minute videos or 1-minute videos, that's dope. That people in like farms and I'm getting people from like South Africa, India, like all walks of life from other corners of the world saying that they love me. Listen,
being able to reach another level of
people
audience.
from France, Brazil, like I get messages
Shout out to Netflix
from all these different places.
circulation.
All these different places that I've never would have thought people would know me.
So you would say it's a positive, never negative. Would you do it again?
In a heartbeat.
Why?
In a heartbeat. I'm telling you, I feel like it changed me for the better. It absolutely changed me for the better.
But you wouldn't be able to do you would have to go in as a catfish because at this point, who doesn't know Samantha?
That would be a challenge to go. No, so when you say do it again, mean do it again as a redo, not do it again as in what I've experienced.
Like, you couldn't do a Shuby come in as somebody else, and he was so loved and beloved that no one could even dream of him coming back as a catfish.
In order for me to be a successful catfish, if I had to, which I don't think I would be a good catfish.
I think you would be a fantastic catfish.
I think I would have to be a starting 8 catfish. I couldn't come in late in the game like Shuby did. I would have to be a starting 8 catfish.
If you were to go in as a catfish, I feel that you, Samantha, would feel less pressured because you can bullshit with the best of them.
I mean, nobody's gonna out bullshit.
She's definitely my child.
No, but I mean, I feel like it's not that it's impossible. It's not like it's not doable. It is. It's just more of a headache to be a catfish. And in order to be a successful catfish, I feel like
it wouldn't be fun to you?
No.
You don't want to lie to people, even if it is part of the game.
No.
You couldn't do what Brett and Xanthi did, even though they played the game phenomenally.
No.
I'm still mad because they were so good. But I could do the show.
All right. Look at Lala. Thank you, girl. Thank you,
You
girl.
don't think I could do the show?
No.
Why not?
What would you do? What would you do?
Are
The
you
same
gonna
thing
be
as she did. Just tell the truth.
Are you gonna be a catfish or are you gonna be yourself?
I would definitely be myself. I'm already a lot. I'm a lot. I'm a lot. I'm a lot. I'm a lot. I made that. I'm a lot. I made your mother. That's a lot.
Girl.
Ask all my exes. Ask all my exes.
Go ahead. Well, let's do
I'm
one more question. Let's wrap this up.
I'm a lot. I see you in more of a hosting situation.
Absolutely.
Because of your statement about I need to be unscripted, I need to be freestyle off the head. What am I saying? Uncensored. That's why I said there was no way that you would be able to win that show if you weren't on cable because
I could definitely see myself hosting. I think Twitter ate that idea up when we were talking about the Perfect Match show because I feel like Netflix, I don't know, they must have like a written in blood contract with Nick Lachey that he hosts all of their shows and he hosted Perfect Match and the viewers are saying like, yo, would love to see you on Perfect Match. I'm not looking for love in that way and I don't want to find love in that kind of way, But hosting, like an infield correspondent to be there while they're getting drunk, like, ooh, girl, you gonna do the nasty tonight? All right, let's talk about it.
Well,
I'm talking about climbing under the sheets while they doing the do. Like, ooh, what y'all about to do?
fun facts. Netflix, The Circle Season 5 was not your first reality show application. You were trying to get onto a different show at some point, which I was not in favor of. I wasn't.
How many years ago was that? It was way before Lala was born.
You
So
were
maybe
an embryo. I don't know.
It gotta be like
You
13,
came out
14 years ago.
with an attitude.
I did. Well, yeah. I auditioned for the Bad Girls Club, and I got to like the third phase of auditions, and then I backed out last minute because my parents didn't approve.
Because she went through a phase where she really felt that she could fight and beat anybody. And I'm like, why are you so angry? We don't even have angry lives.
I was really fighting though.
But for what?
Cause talk shit get hit.
You were like, what?
Why do I have brass knuckles tatted on my hip? I'm dead ass. Like, I was really like out there fighting.
She got picked on a lot.
I did not get picked on a lot. I
But
got picked on by my family. That's the worst.
there's not a lot of us around because
Listen, I had to fight. Because prior to this new generation with all of these electronics that force you to stay indoors, we actually had to go outside to have a good childhood. So I had to fight. I was running the streets.
not like that, but
I was selling crack.
stop.
All right.
Biggest misconception
About me?
about you, about the Bkshedevil platform, Samantha.
People think that I have an OnlyFans, that I'm this like sexual deviant, that I'm just here like popping my poontang
How
on
you
the camera.
How you get all that? Just from
I have no
a
idea
couple
where they
of
get this from.
Cleveland pictures, just because you got a little Cleveland.
No,
going
and
on?
9 times out of 10 I'm wearing graphic tees or
Like, for
sweats.
real.
So I really don't know.
0 to
100, real quick. I don't do
just
that.
a little summer bikini pic and everybody's.
And let me tell you,
Where do I sign up?
this is in no way slut shaming anyone on how they get their money. You could go get your money that way.
Pay your bills.
Cool toes to you.
Pay
Take
your
care of your
bills.
family. Do your thing. I just don't.
By any means, now that you're grown up,
Mhm.
you got grown up money, you got a grown up couch,
Mhm.
you got grown up pets because this cat is high maintenance.
Mhm.
When are you gonna get the driver's license?
Never.
And 100,000.
I don't need to drive. I live in New York City. That's why I got sneakers. My kicks on my car.
So we go on a road trip. I get sick. We can't move the car because you can't drive.
I got grown up money. We will get in a grown up Uber
And you're gonna make me leave my Toyota behind.
Listen, I just have no the way my temper and my patience is set up. I hate being in cars. I get car sick all of the time. I do not like being in cars.
So how do you go places? Uber
Train.
if you're still in the vehicle.
Train. If I'm in an Uber, I literally will not be on my phone and I sit and I just close my eyes and I hope that the trip is quick.
We're already like going on the train with you and going in public places with you is already becoming a problem. Like, I know that you're welcoming and you're so nice to people and you're a hugger, which makes me crazy because we're still supposed to be wearing our mask or whatever. But it's the lack of privacy. It's the I got food in my mouth and somebody's tapping you on your shoulder. It's the we're on the train and somebody's in our conversation. When we're in the car, I don't have to worry about those things.
Yeah, but you're uncomfortable with it. I've been dealing with it now for 3 years. I'm used to it.
But sometimes
And it
I'm
doesn't-
uncomfortable for you.
But these people, I've yet to interact with someone who was invasive or made me feel like I was in danger. Luckily for me, like, the people who fuck with me are awesome. And I've never, I'm good. Like, I'm good. And I hate to sound like cliche, but like, I'm good. I'm not going to change the way I move. Like, this is my city. I'm going to navigate the way I do. I will gladly, I had to go to the Bronx the other day. I took the train as close as I could get to the destination, and I took a 10-minute Uber from the train station because I cannot be in a car that long. I'm good. I'm New York. I'm good. The only thing that will make me anxious, the things that make me anxious is like when people get so excited that they start to cry. That, because I'm like, how can not.
Or even the circle hater that doesn't understand that you're on a competition show and they really got in their feelings
Yeah, but
about
that's
some
people
decisions
on Twitter. Nobody
that
has
were made
ever,
3 years ago.
Nobody has. Let me say something right now, because I had an interaction with a young man in LA. He was like, I just don't understand why you and Raven did that, blah, 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 blah. And the minute that he was from Brooklyn, but we met in LA. He was like, nah, he was like, I'm so happy you won, et cetera, et cetera. When I finally spoke to him and I broke it down from like, okay, well, think of it from my perspective. Everybody's like, I can't believe you did that from Raven's perspective. Once I broke it down, he was like, nah.
I love you, Raven, so
He was
much.
like, I'm so sorry. He's like, I never thought of it like that. I'm like, okay. There's always other points of view. Obsessive. I fight in real life. So it's alright.
Right, and then there's the people that you don't know what their intentions are when they walk up to you. And pictures, sure. Or have you encountered someone who wasn't Team Sam, Team BK?
No, because the energy they have on the internet, they never have in person. I can't control what... I'm never going to tell my supporters, oh, don't post that. Or no. The only thing I ask is if you see me by my home or if you see me somewhere, don't point that out. Like, I think that that's a little bit invasive. If you see me walking out of my grandmother's building, don't post, oh, I saw you walking out of blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't like that because you're not just putting my business out there. You're putting my 76-year-old
That's where my
grandmother.
concern is. When...
Just respect boundaries. The same, like, just it's about my safety, too. People think that because I want a game show that I'm just walking around with 100K in my pockets, they will try to hurt me over bullshit.
And that's where I go, okay, maybe I'm not comfortable with the attention that you get locally.
No, it's fine. Like I said, like, my city show me love. My city definitely shows me love. Friends, that's all for today. All right, friends, that's it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am going to go have a glass of wine because, no, I'm out of here. Ding, ding.